What's up guys, Schmitty here, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about buying accounts in video games. Now what do I mean by buying accounts? So usually what occurs in this process is someone is selling an account because they have something on that account that is very rare, that is not easy attainable or attainable at all by another person, so they want that account because of the rare item or whatever it is that it has. The game in which we see this most commonly nowadays is Fortnite. By the way, you guys got some Fortnite gameplay down below, some duo squads with my boy, or a ton of fun. It is a crazy ending, so make sure you guys stick around for that. But Fortnite, we see this a lot nowadays, and the reason for this is the cosmetic skins. In case you guys aren't aware, in Fortnite, skins are attainable via, sometimes they give some away for free, not very many. They give some away for each battle pass each season that they do. You usually can get about 5 or 6 skins maybe from the battle pass. And then of course in the shop, they're always rotating in new skins. They have some that are like uncommon, rare. And then the big highlighted part of the shop, there's always an epic or legendary skin over there. Those are the $15, $20 skins that, you know, are pretty overpriced, but are some of the nicest skins in the game. And even though these skins are $20 and you don't see people too often going out and buying too many of these skins, I'm rocking one of them in this gameplay. This is the Omen skin. This is one of the skins that I have bought. I haven't bought too many of them. I think I may only have about 3, but there's people that have, you know, 5, 6, 7. There's people that have the entire collection. They buy every single skin when it comes out. You guys will see this all the time with your favorite YouTubers and streamers. I wish I was able to get all of these skins in Fortnite because a lot of them are very cool. Unfortunately, I just don't want to put all that money just on silly little cosmetic items. I mean, here and there it's alright, but I'm definitely not going to be out there buying every single skin. For YouTubers and streamers, it makes sense. I mean, if they're some of the first to put out gameplay of this new skin and they pay $20 for the skin, they're going to make that in a ton more back on each video. So for them, it makes total sense. But back to kind of the buying accounts in Fortnite, there are some accounts that have some very rare skins. I personally don't have too many rare skins, if any, but one of them that is very rare that I do have is the Black Knight. And the reason this is so rare is because this is from back in Season 2. Back in Season 2, Fortnite definitely had a good amount of popularity, but it was not at like the peak that we saw it toward the end of Season 3 and into Season 4. The first couple seasons were on a little bit of the less popular side. If you got to play in those 2 seasons, you're more of an OG Fortnite player. And the way to get the Black Knight skin in Season 2 was to not only buy the Season 2 Battle Pass, but rank it all the way up to the max tier. And back in Season 2, it was much harder because there weren't all these weekly challenges, all these other separate challenges that they do all the time. It was pretty much just daily challenges and playing and ranking up. But there's a lot of people out there and a lot of accounts that have the Season 1 skins, some skins that have only come in the shop one time, so the more times that a skin comes in the shop, obviously it becomes less and less rare because there's more availability for people to be able to buy it. If it only comes in one time and it hasn't been in any other time, it's more of a rare skin. So the rarity with these skins is not only with the fact of their rarity ranks, so being rare, epic, or legendary, it also comes into the fact of how many times it's been in the shop. Or with some of the more original skins, the fact that they were in the game back in the day and they haven't been in there since. And so that's an example from Fortnite, and what you will see a lot of people try and do is to sell these accounts. So if they have some rare skins, or if they have every single skin that's ever come to the game, those accounts are going to be worth something. I mean, Fortnite's a big game, and these skins are as much of a collector's item as they are a cool thing just to have in game. I mean, people get a lot of these skins in Fortnite as much for of a collector's type thing, because especially if they come in the shop, you never know when or if these skins are coming back. Nowadays, it's not a very common thing in which they're going to only come back one time. Back in the day, I mean, that was a pretty common thing. You'd maybe see them one time, and there's still skins that have not come back to this day, especially some of the more holiday-oriented skins. But people will try to sell these accounts for, some of them, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and people will actually go out and try to buy them. This is something that's a commonplace talk. If you guys ever look maybe in comment sections, or if you look in chat on some people's live streams, you'll see them talking about buying accounts. And it's something that a lot of people will tell you, don't even try and do it, like don't even worry about it. It could be a scam, and that's a commonplace thing with a lot of things. Of course, people try to do V-Bucks selling scams and all that stuff. But the question I want to get down to today is this something that you guys would be doing? Now, Fortnite's just one example. This is not something that has just started with Fortnite. If we look all the way back in the day, around the good old Halo 2, Halo 3 days, this same exact thing took place. So back in, I'll just use Halo 3 for the prime example. there was a ranked play playlist. You would have your more social playlist, so your casual playlist where you could play all the different types of modes, and then there was ranked. You could do like free-for-all ranked, Team Slayer ranked. There were all different types of modes, and people would want to rank up on these modes and get to the highest rank, and it was a pretty difficult thing to do. You really could not take any losses, and if you did, they had to be very few, because it took a lot of winning to rank up, and it didn't take a lot of losing to lose your rank. And a lot of people back in the day would grind to try and get perfect accounts, so get to the highest rank, which I believe was 50. So people would try to get 50 rank accounts without losing one single game. And then those accounts would go and get sold because they were a rare thing. And this is not a made-up thing. This happened so often back in the day. It was more so for a bragging type of thing, because as we know, back in the day with Xbox Live, it was all about how much crap you could talk. And for someone to be able to say like, hey, I've got this account that's all the way ranked up to max 50 and haven't lost a game, people would use that just to try and kind of seem like a badass, basically, on Xbox Live. And a lot of people will do the same thing now with Fortnite. Hey, I've got these OG skins. I've got this skin that's never come back in the game. I have every single skin that's ever come into the game. I'm badass. And because it's something that is looked at as pretty cool, I mean, to be able to collect every single skin and even some rare skins is pretty cool. And it is very rare. Some people will sell these accounts. It's a very interesting thing. And honestly, I guess my main question is, would you guys ever think of buying these accounts? Is this something that would matter to you? You know, maybe you don't even have to pay a couple $100 or maybe thousands of dollars. I don't know what people are selling these accounts for. They're ridiculous prices. But is this something that you would even think of doing? Let's relate this to a Call of Duty sense. So let's take a look at Black Ops 3. Weapons in that game were very hard to get. They were based on pure luck, or if you could get a lot of triple plays, maybe you could attain a lot of the weapons. Some people have every weapon. I did at one point, and then they brought some of these newer weapons in the game, and I still haven't gotten them. But my account has a lot of the weapons. I may be missing 3 of them, but I've got like all the melee weapons. I've got a ton of the camos and stuff that they brought in the game, so I've got quite a bit of stuff on my account, and there's people that have every single thing in the game. You know, you have all the dark matter, you've got it ranked up to max level 1000. Is this something that you would even care about? Now, maybe not as much for the ranks and getting up to level 1000, or maybe even having dark matter, even though that is something that's pretty cool, but just being able to use like all the weapons in Black Ops 3, because that is something that is very hard to do, and it's much harder to do than, say, get the skins in Fortnite, because sure, you had to be playing all the way back in the day, but to get those skins, I mean, a lot of them are direct purchase. As we know in Black Ops 3, it's all a slot machine, basically. So a couple questions for you guys to answer down below. Would you ever purchase an account that maybe had something you were interested in? Maybe there's a really rare skin that just hasn't come back in Fortnite, or maybe there's an account out there with all of the guns in Black Ops 3 that you really want to use. Would you even contemplate buying another account? Or let's put you in the other side of things. If you had a very rare account that had a lot of the skins or had a lot of the guns in Black Ops 3, would you want to sell that account? Would you want to give up your prized account that maybe you've had for years and years and years for some money? Now, by no means do I recommend doing this, because there are a lot of scams out there. Personally, for me, I would not want to give up my account. It would take a pretty hefty amount of money to want to do that. I've had my Xbox account ever since like 2009, and purely for nostalgia alone, it's just not something that I would want to give up the rights to, or give up the email and password to, or whatever. I wouldn't want to give that up. That would hurt inside. I mean, of course, everything does have a price, but I don't know. Let me know down below what you guys think about this. It's pretty interesting. If you guys have any stories down below of selling accounts, whether it be back in the day and stuff like the old Halos. I know a lot of other games have this thing as well, but I see it a lot now commonplace with Fortnite. It's something that wasn't really too popular anymore until Fortnite came back around, and this whole collector's thing with all the skins, the pickaxes, the gliders, all that stuff kind of brought it back around. Let me know down below. That is going to do it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack the Schmidt out of that like button down below. If you guys are new to the channel, looking forward to more video game content, you guys are in the right place. Hit that subscribe button down below as well, and turn those notifications on so you guys know when those videos go live. Hopefully you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.
Let's go. Let's go, dude. Josh, we just want a dual squad.